Lewis Hamilton joins Ferrari at the age of 39. This bold move could be the moment that makes history or destroys the seven-time world champion's career. But wait, Nico Rosberg has issued a stark warning. It's a risky decision. Meanwhile, young star Felipe Drugovich feels his talent is being overlooked. Red Bull are embroiled in the Sergio Perez drama, and the new Audi team reveal their big plans for the 2026 season. What's really going on behind the scenes in F1? Watch the full discussion in this video. Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari has shaken up the Formula One world. At the age of 39, the seven-time world champion is leaving Mercedes, the team that brought him to the top, for a new challenge with Ferrari. It is considered one of the boldest moves in the history of the sport, but also one of the riskiest. Nico Rosberg, his former teammate and biggest rival at Mercedes, did not hold back in his comments. Hamilton is 100% worried about this decision. After a tough season in which he lost 24 out of 30 qualifying sessions, the pressure will be much greater at Ferrari. If he fails, it could be the end of his career, Rosberg said in his interview with Sky Sports F1. Rosberg stressed that Ferrari is not an easy team to beat. The complex internal dynamics and the high expectations of the fans and the management make this team a big challenge, even for a driver of Hamilton's caliber. On top of that, he has to share a garage with Charles Leclerc, known as one of the fastest drivers on the grid. Charles is the king of qualifying. Hamilton has to work hard to maintain his reputation. Ferrari can be a nightmare if things don't go to plan, added Rosberg. Amidst the buzz of news surrounding Lewis Hamilton, public attention has also been focused on Felipe Drugovich, a talented driver who won the Formula 2 title in 2022, but has not yet been given a seat on the Formula 1 grid. This situation has sparked sharp discussions about the unfairness of the world-class racing system. Martin Brundle, a respected senior commentator in the F1 world, openly expressed his frustration with a mechanism that often ignores pure talent like Drugovich. Felipe is a driver with exceptional potential. He was able to beat Fernando Alonso in the post-season test in Abu Dhabi. That speaks volumes for his quality. So what does he have to do to prove himself? Brundle said with a hint of concern. But Formula One is a tough and competitive world. With only 20 seats available, skill alone is not enough to guarantee a place on the grid. Factors such as financial backing and political connections often play a major role. According to Brundle, Drugovich faces a tough challenge in an ecosystem that does not fully prioritize racing ability. Brundle also mentioned that Drugovich's potential to join the Cadillac team in 2026 may be the only way out. However, that possibility would mean Drugovich would have to wait a few years, which would be a shame for a talent at the peak of his career. It's not just about giving someone a chance, it's also about fairness for an extraordinary talent that shouldn't be wasted, Brundle concluded, emphasizing the need for changes in the system to accommodate talented drivers like Drugovich. Meanwhile, at Red Bull, another drama is heating up with increasing intensity. Sergio Perez is under immense pressure after a disappointing season in 2024. Although he has received a contract extension, many parties, including observers and fans, are beginning to question whether Perez is still worthy of staying with the team that has dominated the Formula One World Championship in recent years. The less-than-satisfactory performance has made his future with the team increasingly questionable, with several critical voices calling for changes to the Red Bull driver lineup. Adam Cooper, a renowned motorsport journalist, revealed that Red Bull's decision to retain Perez is most likely based on the need to maintain internal stability within the team. Red Bull is at a very crucial crossroads at the moment. With rumors of Adrian Newey's possible departure, they are trying hard not to add an element of uncertainty to the team, Cooper explained. However, Perez's performance on the track did not support his position. Statistics show that he only managed to score 51 points in the second half of the season, a performance far below Red Bull's expectations. This situation increases the pressure to find a more competitive replacement, especially considering the number of talented young drivers waiting for the opportunity to fill the seat in this top team. Perez must immediately prove himself as a mainstay driver. If not, Red Bull will be in a difficult situation where they will have to make big decisions, Cooper added. If this trend continues, it is not impossible that Perez's position will be threatened by new names ready to seize the golden opportunity in the team that is always in the spotlight in the world of Formula One. Not only that, very interesting news also comes from the world of Formula One, where the Audi team is confirmed to make its debut in this most prestigious racing event in the 2026 season. This step marks a new chapter in the history of Audi motorsport, which has long been known as one of the big names in the world of car racing. Audi Motorsports CEO Andreas Seidl recently made an ambitious statement about the team's goals in Formula One. At a press conference in Munich, he explained the grand strategy that has been carefully prepared to ensure that Audi can compete at the highest level since the beginning of its participation. "We did not come to Formula One just to be a participant. We came with a very clear goal, and that is to win. We want to be one of the leading teams that can compete with other Formula One giants," said Seidl confidently. He also explained that more efficient hybrid technology and a new approach to car aerodynamics will be the two main pillars supporting their success on the track. With a strong focus on technological innovation, Audi is determined to deliver maximum performance from its debut. In addition to preparing the car and its technology, Audi is said to be in intensive talks with a number of world-class drivers to join their team. Names such as Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have emerged as potential candidates to fill the Audi driving seat. If the negotiations are successful and the drivers agree to join, the Audi team is predicted to be a new force that could change the competitive landscape of Formula One. In fact, they could pose a serious threat to the big teams that have dominated so far, such as Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari. With a well-planned strategy, strong support for advanced technology, and a commitment to recruiting top drivers, Audi's debut in Formula One in 2026 is expected to not only add color and diversity to this racing championship, but also pose a very big challenge to its competitors. All eyes are now on the next steps the Audi team will take, focusing on their preparation and readiness for the highly competitive 2026 Formula One season. It is hoped that with a mature approach and great ambition, Audi will be able to compete at the highest level and make a significant impact on the international racing world. The 2025 Formula One season is predicted to be one of the most dramatic seasons ever, with several interesting storylines to keep fans on their toes. Big changes are taking place, starting with Lewis Hamilton starting a new chapter in his career with the Ferrari team. As a driver with a legendary reputation, Hamilton now faces no small amount of pressure, both from within the team, where expectations are high, and from without, where the whole world is watching his new moves. The challenge of bringing Ferrari back to the pinnacle of glory is a great mission that he must accomplish. Meanwhile, Felipe Drugovich, a talented racer who is still struggling to get a decent place on the Formula One grid, is back in the spotlight. Despite showing great potential, his struggle to get a permanent seat in F1 continues to face a steep road. On the other hand, Red Bull Racing, usually known as a dominant team, is now facing an internal crisis regarding the relationship with one of their drivers, Sergio Perez. The big question is, how will Red Bull handle this situation and maintain the harmony of their team? No less interesting, Audi, which will not enter F1 until the 2026 season, has begun testing several new components. This team is showing great ambition to compete directly at the top from its debut season. The first steps they have taken show that they are serious about becoming a real threat to the established teams on the grid. As the season progresses, several important questions will be answered. Will Hamilton be able to live up to the high expectations and return Ferrari to its glory days? Will Felipe Drugovich's struggle for a seat at one of the F1 teams bear fruit? And how will Red Bull resolve the internal challenges that have the potential to disrupt the team's performance? The answers to these questions will slowly be revealed, providing interesting color throughout the 2025 F1 season.